up now for the two-point try.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. What? Nine. Flex round. Flex Ohio.
Blunt will get the football. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15. Line. Or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Dodges him at the 50, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught. It's the tight end Fleener for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Fleener, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, here's Blount. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw, Watson. Able to locate Wilson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance. That'll
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. Shoves him aside.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw.
And now out comes Houston. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It's an interesting sequence of plays that they got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's Blount. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run it here with Blount. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
To throw on second is Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher. And here comes the Texans now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throw now for the backup Kaepernick. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go. 38.
Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Come on, let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a carry for Blunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Colin Kaepernick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a toss coming right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situational. And now out comes Houston.
Flex round! Flex round!
Play clock winding down.
Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield? Maybe pick
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nate Stupar leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. Now he's forced out right. And he finds Jason Amaro. They got 29 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Eluding the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Uncorks one for Davis. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Fairley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they...